India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has refused to sign the joint declaration at Shanghai Cooperation Organization or SCO Defence Ministers meeting in Qingdao, China. This move, which left the summit without a joint statement, signals a clear and firm stance by India on the issue of terrorism and the double standards that sometimes surround it. So why did Rajnath Singh refuse to sign the declaration after all? The answer lies in the document's language, or rather, what was missing from it. Sources close to the Indian delegation say that the draft statement not only failed to mention the recent Pahalgam terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir, but it also did not address the broader issue of cross-border terrorism at the hands of Pakistan. Instead, the document included references to disturbances in Balochistan, a region in Pakistan, and subtly implied that India might be responsible for instability there. This was seen as an attempt to shift the blame onto India, a move that Indian side found absolutely unacceptable. Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh made his position very clear in his address to the SCO members. He said, and I quote, "There should be no place for double standards in combating terrorism." Singh pointed out that some countries use cross-border terrorism as an instrument of policy and provide shelter to terrorists, a clear reference to Pakistan and its alleged support for groups like Lashkar-e-Toiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, which is responsible for attacks such as the one in Pahalgam. Singh reiterated India's zero tolerance for terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. He stressed that every act of terrorism is criminal and unjustifiable, regardless of motivation or perpetrator. He called on the SCO to unite in eliminating this menace for collective safety and security and to ensure that those who sponsor, nurture or utilize terrorism are held accountable. He also highlighted the need for decisive action, not just words, and reminded the gathering that peace and prosperity cannot coexist with terrorism. Singh's message was clear. India will not accept being blamed for problems in other countries, especially when its own security is under threat from cross-border terrorism. The defence minister's refusal to sign the declaration ultimately meant that the SCO defence ministers meeting concluded without a joint statement. The lack of a joint statement underscores the seriousness with which India is taking the issue of terrorism and the need for a unified, transparent approach. India's stand at the SCO is a strong reminder that when it comes to terrorism, there can be no double standards, and India will not hesitate to make its voice heard on the world stage as well. Stay tuned for more updates. I am Gunjan Handa for the Asian Chronicle.